One of the consequences of the troubles here in Washington, D.C., the shutdown of the government, the debate over being able to avoid the debt ceiling limit default that's coming October 17th, is economic confidence. This is the confidence that Americans have in the U.S. economy. We've been tracking it since 2008, and we've seen a significant and definite decline in economic confidence in recent days since the shutdown began. We're now looking at weekly averages, and our last week goes through Sunday, October the 13th, and the weekly average is down to minus 39. That's a precipitous drop. It had been up to about minus 3 just earlier in the summer, but we really saw this drop starting when the shutdown began on October 1st. We can look back in history since we started tracking economic confidence on a daily basis in January of 08. The lowest has been minus 65. So clearly that current minus 39 is not as low as it has been historically, but nevertheless, compared to where it was, we can clearly see a definite drop. This drop has occurred across all political groups. Democrats in general are more positive about the economy than independents or Republicans, but we have seen a drop among all three groups in these recent weeks. For example, right now when we ask Americans, is the economy getting better or getting worse, Democrats, 53% say the economy is getting worse. Among independents, it's 73% who say the economy is getting worse. And among Republicans, it is 87%. So that's a big spread by partisan group. But all of these groups have come down about the same over the last week or two compared to September, so we're not seeing a precipitous drop on the part of one group and not the other. All political groups, in other words, are getting more sour on the economy, even though Democrats as a whole remain somewhat more positive. Where's all this going to go? Well, we'll wait and see what happens when economy perceptions, the economic confidence that we measured, dropped back in 2011. It did recover after a few months, so that's a ray of hope there. But we'll wait and see what happens, depending, of course, on how government operates and decides and negotiates and compromises here in Washington, D.C. over the next several days and weeks. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Gallup Editor-in-Chief.